What if I told you that one of the most unbelievable mysteries in history began with a man found dead, sitting upright on a beach in Australia? He had no ID, no name, and a mysterious note in his pocket that read just two words: Taman Shud. Sounds like something straight out of a spy thriller, right? But this bizarre story is completely true. Welcome to Brain Twist, where we bring strange but true stories to life. It was the morning of December 1st, 1948, at Somerton Beach in Adelaide, Australia. A well-dressed man was discovered leaning against a seawall, his legs crossed, shoes perfectly polished, and his face calm as if he were just taking a nap. But here's where the story gets really weird. When police checked on him, they found he was dead. There were no signs of a struggle, no wounds, and absolutely no form of identification. Every tag on his clothing had been meticulously cut off. His fingerprints matched no official records, and his few belongings were neatly arranged. It was like he was a ghost. Investigators searched his pockets and found something even creepier: a tiny scrap of paper, tightly rolled and hidden in a secret pocket sewn into his trousers. It had just printed words on it: Taman Shud. In Persian, this phrase means it is finished or the end. This wasn't just poetic, it was downright sinister. Experts and scientists were completely stumped. Toxicologists couldn't find a single trace of poison in his body, yet the lead pathologist was convinced he had been poisoned. It was a bizarre scientific case with no logical explanation, just another chapter in the world's great unsolved mysteries. The words Taman Shud were soon traced to the final page of a rare book of Persian poetry, the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. And here's where the curious facts spiral into unbelievable ones. A local man came forward, claiming that someone had tossed a copy of that very book into his car weeks earlier, right around the time the body was found. Inside that book, investigators discovered something extraordinary: a secret code scribbled in pencil. It was a jumble of letters that looked completely random. WRGOABABD ... MLIAOI. The world's best cryptographers, military intelligence experts, even the FBI, none of them could crack it. To this day, it remains one of history's most baffling ciphers. But that's not all. Inside the book, they also found a phone number. This number led them to a young nurse named Jessica Jestin Thompson, who lived nearby. When police showed her a plaster cast of the dead man's face, her reaction was dramatic. She nearly fainted and seemed incredibly distressed. Yet, she denied knowing him. Her evasiveness only made the whole affair even weirder. Why would a stranger's death affect her so profoundly? The mystery deepened. For years, the case went cold. Then, decades later, a new twist emerged. It turned out that during World War II, the nurse, Jestin, had given a copy of the Rubaiyat to a man named Alfred Boxall. Police, thinking they had finally found their man, tracked Boxall down only to find him alive and well, with his copy of the book completely intact, the Taman Shud page still inside. So, if Boxall wasn't the Somerton man, who was? The next big break didn't come until our modern era of advanced science. In 2022, Australian researchers managed to extract DNA from hairs found trapped in the plaster cast made of the man's face. After years of painstaking genealogical research, they announced a likely identification. The Somerton man was Carl Charles Webb, an electrical engineer from Melbourne. But even with a name, the puzzle is far from solved. Why was an engineer from Melbourne found dead on a beach in Adelaide? Why did he have a scrap of Persian poetry in a secret pocket? Why were all his clothing tags removed? And how did he die without a single trace of poison being found? The theories are as wild as the case itself. Some believe Webb was a Cold War spy, silenced by enemy agents using an undetectable poison. Others think it was a tragic love story, a heartbroken man ending his life in a mysterious, symbolic way. There are even theories that he was part of some bizarre scientific experiment gone wrong. Each explanation feels like a scene from a movie, a desperate attempt by human logic to make sense of the unbelievable facts. Even today, the Taman Shud Case, or the mystery of the Somerton Man, stands as one of the most bizarre and compelling unsolved cases in history. It's a puzzle box of dark facts, strange coincidences, and creepy details that continues to fascinate detectives and armchair sleuths alike. It's a powerful reminder that even in our modern age of science and technology, there are still mysteries that defy all explanation, proving that our world is far stranger than we can possibly imagine. So, what do you think happened to the Somerton Man? Was it espionage, a broken heart, or something else entirely? Drop your best theory in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you think. And if you love stories that twist your brain, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Brain Twist for more weird truths, dark facts, and unbelievable stories you won't forget. Thanks for watching.